So it is currently 3:38 in the morning. Oh.
Hi, I'm Emmett. And as you might have noticed from the previous clip, I've been filming this for about 3 months.
Pause. Yeah, it's been 3.5 months. It's taken me this long to make this video because I can't decide on what I want this video to be. Listen, you've seen the thumbnail and title, you know I'm making a blinding monitor. I'm gonna be rambling for a bit. If you want to skip straight to me making it, go here. But yeah, I mean, with a concept like blinding monitor, you'd think deciding what to do for this video wouldn't be that hard.
Like, all I need to do is, like, shine a bright light in my face. And seemingly, that's proving too hard because I keep rewriting the script and making other things and buying new things. Like, I bought a green screen, haven't even used that. The original script for this was, oh, you know, it would be funny if I blinded myself so I could try and get disability paychecks from the government, right? Like, that's so funny. It's not. It's boomer tier level joke. Like, it's up there with, oh, the young kids can't afford housing. Oh.
So I rewrote the script and now I'm making a blinding monitor.
Like, I'm just wasting money and time over here trying to figure out what to do when all I need to do is shine bright lights in my eye.
So I'm just gonna make the blinding monitor, edit the footage as fast as possible, and be done with the stupid video. Holy piss!
Much like the anime Sword Art Online, where you die in the game and you die in real life, I'm gonna make a system where I get flashed in a video game and I die in real life. And what better game to do that with than Valorant? My thought process behind this is pretty simple. What better game to lose a bit of my vision to than the game where I already lose a bit of my soul every time I play it?
Raina! Action A, keep your gun out.
Nice try.
Just play back!
It was a terrible idea.
I don't know how to do transitions. Behold! Blinding monitor. Now, you might be asking, why did I make a blinding monitor? Conventional wisdom would say, don't make the blinding monitor. I did. I don't follow conventional wisdom.
Conventional wisdom would also say, don't write and throw away your script 3 times, you stupid idiot.
Look at it. It's so sick. I don't want to shake it too hard. It'll fall apart. It's got everything. It's got the lights on top. It's got the freaking duct tape along the back. It's got the electronics not connected to anything. These serve zero purpose. But yeah, I made it. This whole sort of thing, it functions off of like 2 main components. It's the, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, okay. The first bit is the detection software that detects when something is supposed to go off in a given environment, specifically flashes. The second part is the signaling software that sends the electrical signal to the lights from the computer through the thing, up the thing, flash thing, me go blind. As for how I made it, well, that's pretty simple.
First, the lights. To save money, I stole these lawn lights from my neighbor. If your neighbor doesn't have lawn lights, then you can just perform a blood sacrifice to your local megacorp. I didn't have any blood, so I had to use lean-flavored gamer subs instead. Now, we need a way to set the lights off, so we're going to make the electrical circuit next. These are 2 components, a Raspberry Pi and a breadboard. Now, with a bit of programming and at least 3 levels in the TISM, you can make a script in the Pi that controls the electrical signals along the breadboard. This could then be used to send power to the lights whenever I want. Small problem though, I don't understand electricity. Sure, the breadboard could handle a dinky little light, but I don't know if it can handle 2 high-powered lawn lights, and I don't want to overload the breadboard, which is why I'm saying screw the circuitry, it's stupid and cringe and probably plays VR chat. Instead, I'm going to be using this. This is a Philips Hue outlet. No, I will not give you a cleaner shot. It's an outlet. Use your imagination. I can trigger the outlet to toggle electricity, thereby turning off and on the lights. First though, I have to spend $60 on this connection bridge. Without it, I can't even use my outlet. The outlet connects to the bridge connects to the internet. The internet gets a command via my program from this RESTful API code, and bada bing bada boom, I can set off the lights anytime I want. And as you can see, this is what the setup looks like when it's fully put together. With the flick of a button, I become Helen Keller herself. Okay, so yeah, it's really bright. I don't know if you can really appreciate how much of the power of the sun looks like from the camera, but yeah, it hurts to look at. The off button's not working. But yeah, I just press a little button on my app and it sends a signal straight to the light bulbs from the little power connector thingy majigger down there. A little springy little outlet, a little hole in the wall, a little glory hole. With the electrical system done, we can now move on to the detection software. And it shouldn't take too long to make. It should be pretty easy. I mean, the electrical system didn't take me that long, so how long could the detection system take?
2 weeks.
I got a little distracted. I don't remember having boobs with my boy. There he is. I am tiny. Shut up! I know I'm a gecko, but I feel like there's a lot of furries here. That's a dude with his penis out.
It's your voice.
Yeah, I can't show any of it. There is so many.
Always like
What the? It's like concentrated brain rot. Oh hey, I gotta use the green screen. To make the flash detection, I'll need some code that will send a signal once the specific parameters of a flash are met. Now, a good programmer would gather tons of examples of flashes happening, compile those into a training set and testing set, and use some type of library to match together live examples of what the model understands is a flash. Thankfully, I'm not a good programmer. Instead, I'm gonna have the model that's built differently, in that it doesn't exist. There is no model. Nothing is real. Life is a lie. I'm gonna be doing this by purely detecting the pixels that are occurring on the screen. To do this, I'll need a mask. Not the mask your parents put on when they tell you they love you, but a programming mask that both filters out the colors on the screen that you want to see and doesn't lie to you. The audio quality in this clip is really bad, but I really don't want to record it, so just know the punchline to the joke is penis. Penis. Essentially, the pixels I want to see are the ones produced by the flashes. Now, there are 5 main food groups of flashes. You've got Yoru, Sky, Phoenix, Paul Blart Robocop, and you've got... I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing anyone. Much like the regular food pyramid, there are some fats and sugars at the tippy top that don't really count as flashes. In this instance, those would include Omen and his blind, Gecko and its armadillo's little cum blast, and Reyna. Reyna has the infinite range, enemy-only 2 left nuts of Satan. Why do they exist? Much like segregation is pivotal to a functional society, differentiating between flashes and non-flashes is important, because if I didn't, then I'd need to make a separate detection algorithm for each non-flash, which is more work, and more work would make me sad. What is left is the pure colors that I am asking for. I had to specify what's... Up, hold your horses there, buddy. Yeah, as I'm editing this, I'm reading this part's really boring. So just like Grandma, it's going to the forever box. It's fine though, the stuff I'm skipping probably doesn't even matter. Not important at all. I eventually got the flash detection working with it correctly identifying flashes and who they came from. I'm now able to combine the flash detection system and the electrical system into one to make a full blinding monitor system. Seeing it all work together for the first time after many, many hours of putting it together, I had a reasonable reaction. With everything assembled and running, it was time to test the system in real time. Now, while I didn't want to stick some poor randos with a guy who was literally staring at light bulbs, I still wanted to get an authentic, full Valorant experience, which is why I assembled a squad of 3 racists to help me test the blinding monitor. One thing about student loans is that they are not POG. I was playing games and getting into the groove when I realized 45 minutes in, it's not on. And once my program began running, I found a very, very cool bug. Okay, so my code detected some type of flash when there was no flash. My program was seeing flashes that didn't exist. My code keeps going off for some reason, and it keeps blinding me. I'm not being flashed though. And this wasn't just a one-time issue. It happened over and over and over. In the hour I spent filming, I was only flashed in game once, but the software triggered about 15 times.
You should probably fix it.
I should fix it. It keeps happening.
Bro's getting cooked by his own software.
I didn't plan for it to go off. I want it to go off when I want it to go off, not when it chooses to. Everything blinded me. Why is it going off? All right, now it's stuck on. And the middle one's just flashing back and forth. I didn't program that in. At this point, you might be asking yourself, Emmett, what went wrong? Why you do that? For those of you in the audience who might have missed it, this is the part I was foreshadowing. You see, the section I skipped because it was boring was actually about my algorithm that decides what is and isn't a flash. And it turns out the algorithm that considers what's a flash might be considered bad. But as it turns out, my bad code was actually a blessing in disguise. And no, that's not cope. You see, Valorant doesn't have many flashes to begin with. Usually, there's only 1, maybe 2 flashes against you. Mix that in with being on the wrong site, dodging the flashes, and a ton of other factors. And in the average game of Valorant, you don't get flashed that many times. In the end, my bad code was just a jumpstart to make me a blinding monitor that actually blinded me. So rather than fixing my code, I just sprinkled in some lines that made it trigger randomly. Also, I've replaced my lawn lights with high-powered filming lights, and each filming light came pre-packaged with the light of Allah. Oh yeah, I got a stupid haircut. Also, I moved. I took so long that I moved. Yeah, that doesn't matter. My setup is now halal, my posture 100% gamer, and my eyes ready to receive divine revelation.
Cool. First actual flash was from my teammate. Why does it think breach is on the screen? No.
Haha, I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. No! No! Ah! Ah! Don't get me wrong. I wanted to fix the code. I really did. But I've been working on this video for far too long. I've been editing this video for months. It's a blinding monitor, not a flash exactly when the flashbang goes off monitor. It just needs to blind you. I finished making this monitor in like 3 weeks of lazily coding on it. So why am I still making the video?
What is it to tell?
It's July. I'm still editing. It's 7 a.m. I didn't go to bed last night. I want to go to bed. I think about editing this video every day. I keep changing things and having to start over. I want to sleep. I want my life back. I don't want to think about editing this video anymore.
I regret everything. You know, I put a lot into this project. I bought new lights, I upgraded my filming gear, I bought this white backdrop filming setup that smells like a wet dog for some reason. And after all of it, I realized I really shouldn't be treating my body this badly. Like, I shouldn't be burning holes in my eyes for other people's entertainment. I should be treating myself better. And I'm not talking about just, you know, not damaging myself permanently. I should be like exercising. I should be eating right. I shouldn't be staring at a tiny screen all day. I shouldn't be playing the most frustrating games I've ever seen online, filled with the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. What the?